new rules are in the dressing room. I want you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up, and good luck.
Tess.
Yes, sir.
Is this fight going to be one of those moments for Guido? Be careful what you ask for, because Guido wanted this fight.
He did want the fight.
He wanted this fight.
And there's a reason why he wants the fight. Obviously, he's at a stage of his career at 29 years old and having suffered a loss where he just wants to move forward. He wants to roll the dice a little bit. But they have extensive experience sparring against each other. And from that experience, Guido has expressed confidence.
That was years ago, Tess. And sparring is sparring. You got big 16 to 18-ounce gloves on. You know, sometimes that's a false security. Just because you did well with someone in sparring doesn't mean that you can do it under the bright lights and under these circumstances. These contracts, these men contracts is on the line tonight. That blue pin after this fight for the loser, guess what? He's going to see that blue pin and he's going to get released from his contract.
This is a pink slip fight.
Pink slip. See you later.
But he does have confidence. They sparred as recently as this past September. They sparred going back to 2021 when Guido left Rome, came to the States, said he wanted better training. So he moved to Vegas. He did reunite with Simone De Alessandre, who was his amateur coach in recent fights. He said the communication, the connection is very important. Obviously, English not his first language, and Simone is a native Italian speaker.
See, that right hand was just a little bit off the mark. That's what I see landing for Efe Ajagba. Ooh,
there's a right hand from Vianello.
That was a good right hand from Vianello. Answering that call.
Trying to come around the guard of Ajagba that time as well. Ajagba coming off that victory, a fourth-round TKO against Joe Goodall. His fourth straight fight with Emmanuel Savoy in the corner with him. They have a great relationship. Ajagba living in Houston. He's a great-looking athlete, isn't he, Ajagba?
Yes, he is. He's, you know, one of the things is that they've been trying to get him out of being so looking like robotic, you know, robotic like type movement, stiff. They're trying to get him to loosen up a little bit. Guido feels that his advantage is his footwork. You know, he has that background in tennis.
Oh, family is
exactly
biggest tennis family in Rome. They own a tennis academy. Everybody, all the siblings, everybody plays. And then you get the one brother who's 6'6" and a big, thick, muscular man. So combat sports, his calling.
Yeah, he feels that he's going to have the advantage because he's going to set up things and set traps on the Ajagba.
There's a short right hand from Guido on the inside.
And that right hand buzzed Ajagba. It buzzed him.
So 2 moments in this first round from Guido Vianello. Coming to the end of round number 1. Heavyweight matchup, Ajagba, Vianello. Guido Vianello land 2 solid right hands, Tim.
Set it up off his movement. And I'm sure there was a jab with it. Let's take a look at this replay right here. Being patient. Just stepping in again, right behind the jab. What do you see? You see Ajagba stepping straight back. Lead hand extended. Boom. Right hand right over the top. Perfectly set up by Guido.
Guido had an 8-6 connect advantage. 7 power punches landed in that first round. Bernardo, what are you hearing in the corner of Ajagba?
Emmanuel Savoy and Kei Koroma want him to keep his hand up after he throws the jab, get it back defensively, use feints, and to be more elusive. Get away from that right from Guido Vianello.
There's a standing target there in round number 1 to that right hand from Vianello.
Why doesn't he say move your head?
Come on, pull through.
Move your head. To avoid the right hand, you move your head left, sir. Move your head left to avoid the right hand.
Get out of the path.
Yes.
Get to the side of it.
And see, and this is what, as of right now, the fight right now is favoring Vianello because he's not stiff. He's not, you know, he's not robotic. He's flowing with his offense, whereas you see Ajagba sitting there thinking, stiff with his offense, not flowing.
It's also amazing sometimes what a simple, listen, we just saw in our first fight tonight, as you described, as a little bit of an earned reset kind of fight for Robson Conceição, a class level difference against Guardado. He comes out, gets a 7th round knockout.
Yes.
There was a squash match for Guido Vianello as well 57 days ago against an overmatched Moses Johnson, where he goes and he scores 5 first-round knockdowns at Madison Square Garden, gets rid of them in 1, and then they're celebrating at Via della Pace afterwards in town. But that can do well for a fighter.
Confidence. That's what it was. And I felt like for the first time, I felt like he had some sort of identity. He came in with a new just drive. In that fight, he was out for a knockout, and he was able to deliver it. So I'm seeing him, he's very energetic tonight. I mean, he's using his jab, using good movement. Every now and then he'll sneak a right hand behind the guard of Ajagba. But tonight, he's just been flowing tonight. Whereas Ajagba really hasn't found his rhythm just yet. Oh, he found it right there. He found it right there. My goodness. That
right hand to the body from Ajagba.
It looked like it sucked the life out of Guido. My goodness. That was a shot. Oh, we heard him.
Oh, he chases him back. Guido with a huge surge at the end of 2.
See Guido, what is he doing? Just following him out. That's it. Catching him out of position. Poor footwork right there from Ajagba. Poor defense as well.
Dazed and confused. He walks back to the neutral corner.
He's still not out of the weeds, Tess. Like my partner used to say back in the days, come out and check his temperature, baby.
This would be a big upset, as Guido Vianello, who told us yesterday, he said, I am the best I have ever been in my career. Total clarity, feeling primed, and he is off to a sensational start with the right hands against Ajagba.
You know what the problem is? The problem was with Guido? Mentally. That was the problem. He finally got his mentals together. And it's showing tonight. I tell folks all the time, yeah, boxing's physical, but it's more mental than physical. Tess, if you don't believe, Tess, you don't belong inside the ring. You got to believe in yourself and your abilities. Still not over yet. This is heavyweight boxing right here.
Oh,
one punch.
Capable.
One punch, that's all it takes.
And now they trade. Ajagba was able to split the guard with a right hand as Guido was throwing a right of his own and now doubling up that jab.
Seemed like that knockdown or that him being rocked has woken up Ajagba. Now that offense is coming.
Step back. Step back.
There was that moment in that offensive surge in the 2nd round where Vianello pushed Ajagba. Oh, a big right hand comes around the guard. He fires off 5 straight punches, and there's a right hand from Ajagba.
I thought I'd never see this from both these guys. They know what's on the line tonight.
That's exactly what it is. It's because of where the career juncture comes that you're getting this kind of a fight. Both men opening up with right hands. All the big boys are bringing it.
Stop.
This is good stuff right here from both fighters tonight. Really putting it all on the line tonight, Tess. Neither guy wants to give an inch. Oh, big right hand right there. Tess, this could boil down to a battle of attrition.
Nice
Honestly,
jab from Efe.
Who's more conditioned, more determined, bigger heart? Who wants it more?
Give Ajagba credit for settling back down here in round number 3 after being significantly hurt at the end of 2. Fighting right to the bell.
Time! Good job.
And everything's been set up off that jab, Tess, and that pressure that he's applying on Guido. He's trying to make him cough it up, Tess. He told us in the fighter meeting, he's like, he's not tough. He's not tough. I've seen him quit before. I'm going to make him quit again.
This is the first of our 2 heavyweight fights. Jared Anderson still to come in the main event. There, good jab from Ajagba.
Look at Guido going down to the body now.
May have been partially blocked with that right elbow.
Returning the
combination from Efe. A stab jab to the body.
Guido's getting time. Ajagba's getting in a good rhythm right now, especially with that jab. Let's see what it sets up. It sets up that right hand right there.
It's the right hand of Guido Vianello, who controlled things early now, and now it's the jab of Ajagba controlling the 4th round.
The one thing is that Ajagba can keep his form. I know Ajagba can keep his form. I've seen him keep his form throughout the entire fight, previous fights. Now, can Guido keep his form? Can he keep it together? Can he bite down? Can he be right and do the right thing for the duration of this fight? That's the question.
3-punch combination from Efe.
Stop! Sorry, gentlemen.
Because, Tess, you start feeling that pressure and you start withering away. You start feeling it.
Bernardo.
Simona de la Sandrini has instructed Guido, go to the body, don't headhunt. They want to wear down Ajagba.
CompuBox has him only landing 2 clean body punches so far tonight.
No body shots. They don't teach that across the pond. I know he's here in the States, but they don't teach the body shots across the pond. Good work, up and down. Everything starting with his jab and just standing firm with his position, but good uppercuts in the inside right there from Ajagba.
He has fired off a few of those uppercuts here in round 4. Digs with the left again. This is such a better round from Efe Ajagba.
And the variation, the punch variation too, Tess. He's having to dig in his bag of tricks.
Tries to go back to the right uppercut.
Ooh, big right hand.
Right hand lands into 4. Now, though he did so with great success. He was 24 of 67. Guido was 12 of 46. And he was targeting that right uppercut, Tim.
Let's see how that uppercut was set up. Guido shooting the jab right there. Leaning forward, boom, right uppercut. Again, right in that neck area, chin area right there. Good shot, great setup right there. Catching Guido, stepping in, leaning forward, behind his jab. Great response and great read by Efe Ajagba. Oh, good body work.
2 punches to the body there, including that left hand. Bernardo.
Yeah, Kate Karoma told me, look, Efe needs to work everything behind the jab, stay defensively solid, but Guido is tiring and we can pick up the pressure here.
Well, you see a moment of it right there with Guido tiring as he ties up. Mouth was open on the inside, comes back with a 1-2.
Guido can't afford to get tired. He can't afford to get tired. His career is on the line. You can rest when you go home. Rest when you go back in the locker room. Tonight, you got to fight. You got to put it all out there. You got to fight. You got to make a choice. You got to figure out a way to turn the tide. He had momentum in his favor, Tess, and he's giving it away. Now he has to find a way to get it back. The way he was having success early on was that he was making Ajagba pay for his mistakes afterwards. So you see Ajagba, he'll throw punches, but then afterwards he's not responsible defensively. That's when Guido will come on. He hasn't been doing that.
Coming to the halfway mark of our heavyweight co-feature, and then it is the main event. And the main man in the main event, you can see how loose Jared Anderson is as he's surrounded by his corner, as well as many fighter friends in there. To the peak of Shakur Stevenson earlier. Of course, Anderson 16-0 with 15 knockouts. He is coming up next.
Oh, uppercut,
right uppercut again on the inside. Just able to get enough.
Guido's gotten away from what was working. The way you can get Ajagba is you got to get him out of position. When he's out of position, that's when you throw. So when he's throwing and after he throws, he's either out of position or he's not set to punch. He's not ready defensively to protect himself.
Guido trying to rally here again at the end of round number 5, but head movement from Efe Ajagba.
Look at Efe trying to get elusive.
His corner, Simone De Alessandre, said to him in an admonishing way in Italian dialect, he said, "Sei stanco, you're tired, you're tired."
Mouth wide open, breathing hard. See, Ajagba, one thing he has is he has a motor. He does, he has a motor. He can keep it coming. Good shot right there from both guys. For both men, excuse me. He can keep it going. And he can stay disciplined the entire night.
You can see just a little bit of swelling under the right eye of Efe Ajagba.
Good jab. That time, Guido trying to make him pay after Ajagba threw some offense, left himself open again. Those are the moments that Guido, again, has to attack Ajagba if he wants to have success. He either has to attack him in those moments or he has to be first. Be first. Use his jab, come behind it with combinations. Ajagba will become more straight up and defensive. He will put that high guard up.
Going to get a warning with that right hand that was on the belt line.
Man, Guido tired.
He really is.
I'm tired, boss.
Gave a lot in those first few rounds, and Ajagba's been more steady in the middle rounds. 4 rounds to go here.
Ajagba slowed down a bit too this round.
Introducing.
And then long distance head hunting from Ajagba.
Really taking advantage of that leaning. Coming from Vianello. You know what? I'm impressed with the punch arsenal tonight of Ajagba.
It's been varied.
Yeah, exactly. And usually he's just he was a 1-2 fighter, like a Deontay Wilder when he first came out. They've done a great job in developing his punch arsenal. Good stab, jab, up and down.
Right uppercut that time again as Guido came forward, leaned forward, tries to punch his way out of trouble and splits the guard with a right hand. Ajagba trying to land the right uppercut. Guido willing to trade.
But you see when Guido's having success is he's being first. He has to be first. Don't be waiting on Ajagba. Be first. He's going to spend a lot of energy, no doubt about it. But how bad do you want it, my man? Do what's necessary. And he keeps getting it with that uppercut. My goodness. Do you understand how to move your head?
I mean, the percentage on the right uppercut, Timmy, since the 4th round onward.
It's freaking believable. Stop leaning forward.
There's Riyad Mary in the locker room. He is about to take on a great challenge in Jared Anderson. Now, Riyad was a cruiserweight titleist, had the WBA, quote, regular cruiserweight title, never defended it, moved up to heavyweight a couple of years ago, and now gets this huge opportunity. See if he can pull off another upset. He was able to beat the 2016 Olympic gold medalist Tony Yoka back in December. Yoka on a bit of a downslide in his career, but Riyad took advantage. They've given up a lot of height against Jared Anderson. Of course, Anderson as well. So skilled, so fast, and so capable. They hear the clap and they throw. Good effort being put by Ajagba and Vianello. In Corpus Christi, Texas. And they are getting good entertainment in our co-feature between these heavyweights, Ajagba and Vianello. Ajagba with a 129 to 121 connect advantage.
All right, Guido looked like he got a second win now.
A little bit.
Feel like he can go forever. You start to get his movement back.
Actually, in that 7th round, he threw a fight-high 81 punches.
These next 2 rounds are critical for both gentlemen in this co-main event tonight. Oh, southpaw, huh? This is new from Ajagba, huh? Switching southpaw momentarily.
Stays that way, actually.
See what happens.
See if Guido throws the right hand against it.
Something different. I don't think. Oh, Guido, I don't think he expected a southpaw. Let's see what he does.
Kind of chicken winging that right jab, isn't he?
Yeah.
You see how unnatural it is.
It's unnatural.
From the right-hander. He is trained to switch stances as Efe Ajagba, but that right jab you can see in the southpaw stances, very unnatural as you watch the elbow chicken wing out.
But you see how switching to southpaw, how it slowed down Vianello. Now Vianello's going to have a hard time landing his offense. It's harder to be able to land a jab against the southpaw. Nice touching with the left hand. I like that backhand coming from Ajagba. Oh,
uppercut.
2 in a row. What?
And he actually crossed over. He took his right foot back when he threw it.
Nasty. Love it. Good work. Guido right now, he's trying to figure it out. He still has to figure it out. There, nice right hand right there. Good job catching Ajagba out of position momentarily with that right hand against the ropes. Another one, double right hand. Now he made the adjustment now. And he's trying to get lead foot dominance as well.
Yeah, he's trying to get that left foot to the outside and create that channel for the right hand.
For the right hand, absolutely, Tess.
There's the angle.
Whoa.
He's right uppercuts on the inside.
Good coordination from Ajagba. You become more efficient. You waste less energy. You're in control. Ajagba to me seems like he's in control. He's doing what he wants to do. He wants to fight southpaw, I'll fight southpaw this round. If I want to right-handed, I'll fight right-handed. He's doing whatever he wants to do. That tells you that he's comfortable inside the ring, Tess.
And it's been that way since about the 4th round on. Of course, Vianello has had some moments, especially early on.
Yes.
But Ajagba really settled in, utilizing the jab, offensive weaponry of the right uppercut, and then the last 2 rounds turning southpaw.
But who's working harder? Who looks like they're working
Who's
hard?
more inefficient in many ways?
Who has to work harder?
Correct, Vianello.
Vianello. This round seems to me like anybody's round. I would say the judges right now are looking for something significant to be able to give this round to someone, because no one's landed anything.
And the pace is slow.
Yes, and it's slowed down.
Where there was that uptick in the 7th round where one guy threw 81 punches, one guy threw 72. You're not going to have those kind of numbers in this round. Now Vianello tries to do something. Could be a round he ends up stealing because of it.
And yes.
Now left hand from Efe. Keep in mind, Guido banked a lot of rounds early on before Efe took control of the middle rounds and later portion of this fight.
you might be used to lifts
working. Go back to what you know, what you truly know. Go back to the right-handed stance to where you can flow, because then this is what happens. You're not used to that stance. And when you get pushed back, it's a different type of footwork needed to be able to avoid shots. So you go back to your original stance where you move a little bit better.
Final minute.
Turning into a Guido round, Tess.
Yep. See if there's any separation late here. This is just an effort play at this point.
That's all it is.
This is just pure effort play.
That don't cost anything.
Nope.
That don't cost anything, and that don't take skill.
But you got to make a decision.
Effort doesn't. You don't need skill for effort.
There's a right hand from Vianello, and another. Breathing heavily out of his mouth as he lands a sweeping right hand again.
Seeing the heart of Vianello.
Break! Break! Step back, step back.
This is going to be interesting to score.
Sure is.
Vianello may have bookended things, but it's so clear what Efe did in the middle rounds. I mean, Guido clearly won the early rounds, did damage in the early rounds. Efe clearly controlled all the middle rounds. And then that effort in round 10 where Vianello outlanded.
Out of every fighter, and this is the best I've seen both of these men tonight in their career. You know, starting off early. Guido did a good job using his footwork, creating angles for himself. You know, he even hurt Ajagba right there. But as the fight continued, Guido started to tire a bit. Ajagba started to come on. He started using his jab. He started walking them down. And he started landing vicious shots like that on the inside. Brutal uppercuts. Guido finished strong. However, Guido finished strong. In the 9th and 10th round, I think this fight is going to be very interesting as far as on the scorecards go. But let me give it up to...
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside the American Bank Center, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Nathan Cantu has the bout 96-94 in favor of Vianello. Wilfredo Esperon has the bout 96-94 in favor of Ajagba. And David Sutherland has it 96-94 for your winner by split decision. And still, WBC Silver Heavyweight Champion, Efe the Silent Roller Ajagba!
Razor-thin victory for Efe Ajagba.